Welcome back, students. Let us revise the next lesson, that is chapter 5, atomic structure. Here we are going to learn about atomic structure. Let's see what is an atom. Atoms are the smallest particles of matter. Atoms make up everything around us. Molecules are combinations of atoms. Elements are only one type of atoms. Compounds are made up of different types of atoms. These are some fundamental things you must keep in your mind before going into the lesson. Composition of an atom. What is the composition of an atom? What is atom made up of? An atom has got very important particles. They are called as subatomic particles. What are they? Protons, neutrons and electrons. And in the middle you have the nucleus where the protons and neutrons are situated. That means protons and neutrons are placed inside the nucleus, and around the nucleus electrons are revolving. So this is a general structure of atom. Next, in the composition of atom, the first particle what we are going to learn about is electron. What is an electron? Electrons are negatively charged subatomic particles. They are very light, very light. Their mass will be 9.110 into 10 to the power minus 28 grams. That means very less. And its in atomic mass units, the mass of electron is expressed like this: 0.000549 atomic mass units. They are located outside of the nucleus on shells. These shells are also called as orbits or energy levels. They are revolving around the nucleus on fixed orbits. Next, what are protons, or what is a proton? A proton is positively charged particle. Remember, electrons are negatively charged particles and protons are positively charged particles. And where are the protons located? They are found within the atomic nucleus. And next particle is neutron. What is a neutron? It is uncharged particle. That means there is no charge. Okay, it is neutral, found within an atomic nucleus. So along with the protons, neutrons are also present inside the nucleus. And the mass number of an atom is when you subtract the atomic number from mass number, you will get the number of neutrons. How will you get the number of neutrons? When mass number, from mass number, if you subtract the atomic number. What is atomic number? It is number of protons. When you subtract the number of protons from the mass number, you will get number of neutrons. Let's see the structure of an atom. This is the structure of the atom. Already I explained. There is nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have protons and neutrons, and revolving around the nucleus we have electrons. They are revolving around the nucleus in fixed orbits, which are also called as energy levels. Now, what is atomic number and what is mass number? Here an atom is represented. If you take X as the element, the symbol of the element, A, capital A, gives you the mass number. What is mass number? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. These two are present inside the nucleus. The total number of protons you have to add with total number of neutrons. We get the mass number. It is represented as A and it is written as superscript. Now, what is Z? That is atomic number, which is given by the number of protons. The atomic number Z is given by the number of protons, which is written as a subscript. So this is the representation of one atom of an element where the mass number and the atomic number are represented like this. A represents mass number, Z represents the atomic number. Now, what is electronic configuration? Here one principle we have to know, that is Bohr-Bury principle or Bohr-Berry scheme. Maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell, that means in an orbit, is given by 2n square, where n is the shell number. There are shell numbers will be 1, 2, 3 like that. For the first energy level, that means next to nucleus, the first shell, the n is equal to 1. So maximum number of electrons in the first energy level is 2 into n square, that is 2 into 1 square, it is 2. So like that, when you calculate for the second energy level, it will be 2 into 2 square. 2 2s are 4 into 2, 8. So in the second energy level, how many electrons we can accommodate? 8. And in the third, you can accommodate 18, and in the next shell it is 32. And the first shell is called as K, capital K. It is represented by capital K. And the second shell is represented by capital L. Third shell is represented by capital M. And the fourth shell is represented by capital N. So this you can see in your book also. You can just understand that. And one more point I want to point out here. The residents in the nucleus, they are called as nucleons. Residents in the nucleus are called as nucleons. What are the residents inside the nucleus? Yes, protons and neutrons. Next, you can see how to represent an atom. Here you can see the pink dot represents the nucleus, and the blue dots represent the electrons. So here we have hydrogen, then helium, then lithium, beryllium. You can see up to 20. All the 20 elements, the first 20 elements, they are represented, and you can see hydrogen has got only one orbit, helium has got only one orbit, whereas lithium has got 2, beryllium 2, boron 2, and up to neon it is 2. Then from sodium the third shell starts, then up to argon 3 shells are there, then from K the fourth shell starts, like that it goes. So this is how we will represent the model of the atoms. Next, what are molecules? Molecules are made up of atoms. Here you can see 2 hydrogen atoms will make up one hydrogen molecule, and 2 nitrogen atoms make up one nitrogen molecule. Likewise, 2 oxygen atoms will make up oxygen molecule, and 2 fluorine atoms will constitute fluorine molecule, and so on. Chlorine, again 2 chlorine atoms, bromine 2 bromine atoms, iodine 2 iodine atoms. Like that we get molecules. So here we get the molecules where similar atoms, okay, similar atoms are there. So we call them as elements. These are elements, okay, molecules of elements. We are going to study about compounds, molecules of compounds also. Here these are molecules of elements. Next, what is atomicity? Atomicity is the number of atoms in a given molecule. For example, what is the atomicity of oxygen? It is 2 because it contains 2 atoms. What is the atomicity of ozone? It is 3 because it contains 3 atoms of oxygen. Then, what is the atomicity of benzene, whose molecular formula is C6H6? That means it is 12. Like that it goes on. The number of atoms in a given molecule is given by atomicity. Different types of atomicity. Monoatomic atoms we have, then diatomic molecules we have, triatomic molecules, polyatomic molecules, and generally metals are monoatomic. Sodium, Na, copper, Cu. So they are monoatomic. Now here you can see a group of elements which are inert gases. All are monoatomic elements. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Now comes molecules of compounds. You can see, monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, and you can see octatomic, sulfur, polyatomic molecules we can see. Now, molecules of compounds. What do you mean by molecules of compounds? Compounds are made up of different elements. Compounds are made up of different elements. Molecule of an element is made up of similar elements, but compound is made up of different elements. Here you can see carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen. And likewise, you have on the top row, you have all the elements with a similar atoms. Now, at the bottom row, you can see different molecules of compounds. Nitrogen oxide, water, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide. They are all molecules of compounds. There are some other chemical compounds also. So that's all in this video, children. We will continue the lesson in the next video. Thank you.